Mountain.
You thought we was gone, but we back in this motherfucker, yo. Yeah. Won't you sit back and let me take you on the
Hello? Can everybody hear me? Let me see an Audi heart in chat if you can hear me. Or any heart. Just give me your hearts, chat. Yes, moreover, balls. All right, Raiders from Donut. Let me see a balls in chat. Balls. Hello. The reverb is off, but all right. So you can hear me, but how about if you can wait for it, delay for dramatic emphasis, move iTunes out of the way. But can you see me? Hello. My leap motion's the wrong place. Hello. It is great to see you all here. I am Odyssey of Odyssey Yerby, and it's so good to see you all. So many people have followed since last we caught up. So I'm not entirely sure. If I'll be reading through all of that. We do have a purchase from Sierra. Hello, my boyfriend is a huge fan of your work and constantly puts your songs on when we are in the car. I hope he likes the gifts. I hope he does too. And oh my gosh, so many followers, like, since then. Thank you so very much. Oh, yes, thank you. Hold on one sec. I did not have my tits open. So let's go ahead and fix that. And that wink reminded me, Vera, let me go ahead and take good care of you. All right, let me move that out of the way. And then, okay. Thank you for that, pets. All right, ready? And there you have it. Oh, all right. Well, that's not where that's supposed to be. All right. Why is it not capturing it? Okay, and then we'll do that. Should be there. And then connections. It is connected. I guess it's just not in the right spot. Okay. And then, there it is. Okay. We just need that to be 0. We need that to be down here. And then right about, maybe more like there. That's better. Hello. Okay, how are you all doing today? Before I say anything, before I get into anything, how are you all? Did you miss me? I missed you. My soup is done. I'll be back in like a second. I'm so sorry. One sec. Ah. Minestrone. Okay, soup. Aw, Pixie, I missed you too. So much of TwitchCon, I was just like, oh my gosh, Pixie needs to be here. Like, I missed you so much. Next year for sure. If you are on the fence about going to TwitchCon, do it. It was just one of the brightest and most amazing weekends of my life so far. Not sure about it being in the same location next year, but most definitely I do want to, wish I had the money for it. Honestly, that's a mood. It is very expensive, and I am, I'm, not exactly flush with cash anymore, after TwitchCon. Not even for gambling reasons, just everything was expensive. I wish that I could say I was a bigger fan of Vegas, but I'm not. If TwitchCon happens to be in New York, I'll absolutely go. I do wonder if they'll ever put it on the East Coast. Let me turn on the air conditioning. I know I keep popping up and going back down, but I'm gonna turn that on and then let's talk about it. Let's do the thing. So 1 second, please. And I'm back. Wait. Okay. Actually, before I get into talking about it, is there anything that, oh yeah. One, is there anything that you all want to talk about? And two, I want to talk about a song that is coming up this weekend. Or rather, this Friday. Hypno Twist, welcome back for 51 months of subscribing. Can we get some love in the chat for Hypno Twist? Welcome back. I hope you had a good weekend. Missed you. Other content creators in the same boat. They don't want the con to be in Vegas, so we'll see. Honestly, yeah, I like everything about TwitchCon was great. Not everything about Vegas was great. And if you live in Vegas, this is nothing against you. And I'm sure there are lovely parts of Vegas that I just missed. Everything was heckin' expensive. Everything was expensive, and the drivers, to anyone who drives in Las Vegas, how do you live? How are you? Are you okay? Blink twice if you need help. Because yikes. Yeah, there are other cheaper cities. Apparently there was a year where it was in San Jose. And I missed that. And that would have been really cool because it's just right there. I'm gonna let my soup rest a little bit. But yeah, my brain is still a melt. Last night was the first time in a while I got more than 5 hours of sleep at a time for a few days. Vegas is probably one of the most expensive places to live in. While it is definitely expensive, as a resident of the San Francisco Bay Area, it is cute. It is cute to hear that. There are other cheaper states, but that's changing the scope somewhat. I guess so. I suppose we might as well get into it. Okay, so Wednesday night after stream, I get packing. I'm trying to do some dishes so I don't come home to a stinky apartment. And long story short, I nearly had a meltdown because it just wouldn't work, and then it eventually broke. I had to do the rest by hand. So I ended up doing that, packing, and getting 3 hours of sleep before starting my travel. And this is my first time going to a convention, not by plane, but by train and bus. And I gotta say, if I don't have to be somewhere at a specific time within that day, I might start doing more train travel, honestly. If I need to go up or down the state or along the coast, then I think I'm gonna do train stuff, because that was extremely pleasant. J Tiger with 4 months of subscribing. Can we get some love in the chat for J Tiger? Okay, this is a thing, and train is way nicer than plane. Yeah, can we get some love in the chat for J Tiger? Please continue to enjoy your emotes, your sub badge, being part of the Oddities community for a third of a year now. And honestly, the train, you get to carry more stuff with you. Security is still there, but it's a bit more lax. It doesn't feel like you're constantly under tremendous scrutiny. It's just very pleasant, very nice. It takes longer, and those were very long days of travel. And the buses that bookended each end of it, those were a little bit more strenuous, but I don't know, I just liked looking out the window and being able to get up about the cabin as I saw fit, and it was just nice. So, thank you for the 100 bits. I took a train from California to NYC in coach. That is a cross-country trip. That must have taken a while. Did you have fun? I'm gonna have a bite of my soup. Quick. I tried to have a big meal for brunch. I don't think it worked. It's a good soup. It is. It's a Progresso minestrone. It was cheap and it'll be filling. The morning of, I woke up super early. I made sure that I was like put together and ready to go, and I had to rush because so I get all my stuff in the car. I check things out, and sure enough, it says, "Oh yeah, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna get there on time." And then I hit traffic, and that arrive by time starts getting further and further out. It got to the point where I'm like, okay, I can't depend on that anymore. I'm gonna need to catch an Uber or a Lyft from where I'm parking to the first bus stop. And that was so frantic. I could barely find parking. I finally found a place to set the car down. Didn't take a picture of it because I'm a bimbo. Went down and finally got a Lyft over to the bus stop, which was still incredibly frantic because I even let the lady know, like, listen, I may need to sprint out the instant that we park. Please understand, thank you in advance for driving me, and I hope that the drives are plenty and easy. Y'all, can we get some serious love in the chat? Aliwe, the lovely, the one, the only. How are you? It is so good to see you. It is nice to be back from TwitchCon. So I'm just talking about getting to, just want to hear, you're wanting to talk. I'm sorry. I won't spend too much time. I won't spend too much time, gushing on you. Follow Aliwe if you haven't already. So, I'm in the Lyft, like ready to sprint out of that Lyft into the bus if it'll still have me. And, so, I grab my things out of the trunk. I'm like, thank you so much, may the drives be plenty and easy. And I sprint to the spot, and there's not a bus there. There's a lot of people there, but there's not a bus. I started asking around, and it was just late. The bus was just late, but I had got there on time, which was great because it meant that I didn't have to, I had to pee so bad. Bro, I had to go so bad because, I had a Red Bull on me. And I was just in such a rush. I had taken my stuff and just so the bus pulls in, and it's a fairly nice bus, all things considered. Hello, Mako. Oh my gosh, it is good to see you. I hope you got back safely and peacefully. So that first little bus was super short. It was just across the bridge from San Francisco to the East Coast, the East Bay. What's geography? Oh my gosh. So I'm over there, and then it takes a few minutes for the train to get over. But it's this nice, 2-layer train that's moving at a pretty quick clip. I hop in, I set my bags down, and it just starts going. It was about a 6-hour train ride, and it was just very pleasant. I got up after a while, went over to the cafe car, got some slightly overpriced food for breakfast and lunch, but it was good, I'm one of those people that if you put me by the window seat, I will just look out there and zone out for hours if I can see. Try the Amtrak steak once. Sadly, while it was Amtrak, I didn't get to have the steak. I don't think it was one of those kinds of trains, but I did get a nice sandwich. Overpriced, but still quite delightful, still quite tasty. Not as overpriced as plain food, for the record. And I don't know, something about it was just distinctly pleasant. And I was thinking about being able to look out the window and see other cars and other people. Something about it just felt nice. So we get into the station connecting me to the sort of the charter bus that's supposed to go in. So Vegas doesn't have a train line anymore. They used to, but now it's just bus and plane. And driving in if you're bonkers. So that bus wasn't so bad. Kind of uneventful. I'm not sure if I can talk about this too much. So when I was getting ready for this TwitchCon, now I'll talk about a little bit about what happened. I'm wondering how much detail I can and can't share. So I'm ready for a weekend with friends and meeting my favorite streamers and VTubers, etc., and just time with friends. Yeah, a little bit professional. But you know, generally, like, I'm here to have fun and celebrate and just that kind of cool thing. Make some connections. I get a message from long story short, I was invited to a party on Sunday evening, the likes of which I would never have expected. And it was an incredible honor to have been invited to it. And I'll talk about that party in a bit because there's some story with that too. But so then suddenly this trip went from just like time with friends and fun to there is now a professional get together to which I've been invited, and I am intimidated. I am like sweating. And don't get me wrong, I'm still gonna go. I'm still gonna, I was obviously still gonna go and have a good time. But it was also like, I'm gonna be around like movers and shakers, and I'm not. So the thing with me is, it's not that I put people up on pedestals so much as I look up to a lot of creators in a way where I tend not to see myself as on their level. Which this weekend did a great job of challenging for me, and I guess just allowed me to kind of validate my own success a little bit. We'll get to that though. So. Thursday night, I'm finally off at the little bus station, and the lovely, the amazing Mirrodin comes and picks me up in their car, and I give them a great big hug, and I miss them so much, and we head over to their hotel room. Was everyone pretty? Yes! Everyone is so pretty! How? How is every VTuber and every streamer, like, drop dead gorgeous? How? But I digress. We'll get to that in a second. So we get in. I meet Mirrodin's parents, who were there for their own kind of having fun shenanigans. Very Vegas-y stuff. I get in, I set myself down. Aw, thank you, GMR. I'm glad that you think so. Saxophone with 19 months. Can we get some serious love in the chat for Saxophone? I come in to hear Odyssey shout gorgeous. Chat, is she talking about her? Why, not at all. I was talking about you, kitten. Can we get some love in the chat for the gorgeous, adorable Saxophone? I hope you're doing amazing, love. And I got your message earlier. I'm very happy for you. I'm proud of you. And I hope you continue. I hope that you continue to take wonderful care of yourself. But yeah, no, I was talking about other VTubers and streamers, and like the people that I met this last weekend. And it's just like, it's like something out of a fashion magazine. Like, how? So, I finally get some sleep, not super much, but some, I wake up early enough to, throw myself together, prepare my purse and my fanny pack, and, we wait in line, to get our badges, and it turns out that we were actually pretty early. We managed to get through early enough to not get cooked in the sun, especially on Friday where it was like 93 degrees Fahrenheit. That's, oh gosh, kind of like lower mid 30s in the Celsius. Had to stuff that. I know, I'm sorry, Mako. I'm sorry that you went through that, but you did survive, and I'm glad that you were there. 35 degrees, yeah, 35 degrees Celsius, okay. We do finally get in, and Mirrodin and I immediately beeline for 2 meetups. There was the VShojo and Senpai Squad booth, and there was the Stream Elements booth. So we go over to the VShojo booth, and I get, we both get tickets to see Iron Mouse. And then the Stream Elements booth, we go to see, we already couldn't make it to the individual VTuber meetups, so we went to see, we went to get the meetup chips for It was Bao, Numi, Yuzu, Tricky, Vienna, and I always forget. Hang on, I'm sorry. If your name is one of the ones that I like forgot. Okay, Cinder, Numi, Bao, Vienna, Yuzu, Tricky. And we got in. We managed to be among the 100 that were permitted to get in. And it's like, okay, we're all lined up. We're good to go. The thing with the VShojo ones was, with that, you could only get the meetup tickets at the beginning of the day. So if they ran out of tickets, if you didn't get there early enough, your chance to see your favorite VTuber, VShojo talent was kind of done. So, the first, I'm trying to think of, there was some other stuff that happened throughout the day. I have my phone with me. Please understand that I was operating on very little sleep, so my brain is cooked. I was gonna say baked, but not in the California way. Let me grab my photos. That was Saturday. Here are the pictures of Friday. That was us seeing the vendor. Right. We actually ended up getting food not long after that. Okay, so the convention center has this really nice little food court. And while it's still a little expensive, it was actually kind of nice to have that variety, like substantial food that didn't just seem like con fare, if that makes sense. Fair warning, my memory is kind of... Oh, hydrate, I should do that. All right, I'm gonna do the hydrates real quick because I'm gonna forget. 1, 2. But it was just really nice to have that like in the con center, whereas that was not available at a lot of other convention centers. So credit where it's due. The Las Vegas Convention Center is a nice facility. Did that. So my memory of events is going to be spread between like some events will be Friday, some events I'll come back to a memory that was from Friday and because I forgot it. Because the old noodle has been overcooked. It's beyond al dente. So the first one that we see is Iron Mouse. And I get up to the booth to, say hi to Mousy. And, we're having casual conversation. And she seemed kind of ready to, like, naturally wrap it up. And I get to this one point, and I'm talking about someone that I know that's interested in VTubing. And I'm like, yeah, I'd be happy. I've been helping them out with resources and like music. I'll probably do some music for them like I did with Matara. And she goes, wait. Did you did music for Matara? I'm like, yeah. I did the background. And she goes, did you do the thing that I know about? Like that I'm aware of? I'm like, I did the thing. She's like, I am obsessed. I must have you. I told her, take me, I'm yours. Because who's gonna say no to Iron Mouse? Just like, I grabbed a business card from my purse and I'm just like, oh, yeah. Honestly, yeah, that's how it felt in my head. So like, I pull out a business card and I kind of just offer it and bow my head. It's like, take me, I am yours. And I, that was just, it was just really sweet. I did not expect that from Iron Mouse. It turns out, by the way, that, Mousy does have some familiarity with pata-pata, like pata-pata dancing, which is traditionally done to Eurobeat. Like, a lot of the dance routines that are for, Eurobeat songs are pata-pata style. So, that was a thing. And, I am Dai, thank you forever. So that was really fun. And then, okay, I actually have like my schedule from that. I'm the kind of absolute, just bimbo that will, that'll actually make like a spreadsheet of the things that I want to check out. So let's see, there was that. We didn't do any like panels or anything like that. I melted. I am die. I'm dead. So from there, I think it was that day that we caught up with Mako, with Sina Plumiel, with Avenil, with Sly Fox, and we just kind of meandered around a bit. So this year, everything. Welcome back, Pixie. This year, everything was in one roof. Whereas last year with San Diego, they kind of had things separated. You had to go to different wings of the convention center for different things, like different panels, the Copacabana and the Artist Alley, and the meetups were in one section and the expo hall was in another. This time it was all kind of spread about the same one thing, but it was all the same size, so it was like it was a little bit better contained. I did make a very awkward approach when I finally found. It was not awkward. You were so sweet. The instant I knew who you were, I had to go in for the hug. You are such a sweetheart, Mako. Oh my gosh. Okay. Friday. I'm trying to remember Friday things because of course it's when I have to actually talk about it that my brain melts. Oh yeah, that was when we met some of Sina's friends, and that was very cool. That was pictures of Mirden with Mousy. That was me with Mousy. This was there was a meetup. A few friends of Mirden wanted to get some pictures together. That was us meeting up with other people. I think that was Mirden with Hazumi. Someone else greeted you and I was like 10 feet away. Who else was I meeting with? It might have been Sina and her friend. I am so sorry that my brain is such a melt today. I don't remember horribly much. It was Sina's friend. Okay, that's cool. So this is my first time meeting Sly Fox Kinyo as well. Because I had known Avenil. I know that Sly takes good care of Avenil. But this is my first time meeting Sly. So that was wonderful. I think we just kind of meandered about for a bit, sat down and kind of recharged, kind of got our heads together about what we wanted to do. Friday night, what do we do? I might have to pause the music to actually like think about it because I don't think I took pictures of everything. Right. So, later in the afternoon, later in the afternoon, there was a VTuber meetup out by the front of the convention center at about 5 p.m. And I'm good. I'm talking about some of my experiences at TwitchCon this year. And gosh, there were so many. I met who all did I meet? I met Juvian. I met Vexoria the Sun Eater. And I met Zolan, Cultus Zolan, right? And who else did I see? I think I saw Shox and IPN walking around, but I didn't really get a chance to like do too much past that. Oh yeah, Chi-Chi. Chi-Chi was also there. Like the Chi-Chi that I worked with for the cover of Queen by Kanaria. She was bouncing around. She was such a sweetheart. Yeah, Vex did beat Cancer. Talk about an absolute just Giga Chad move. Just imagine looking at one of the deadliest things in the world and just being like, nah, you're done. Or sorry, if it's Vex, like, nah, you're done. But she was just she was so sweet. Everyone, okay. Conventions have a little bit of drama usually, right? There's a little bit of like, someone was not cool to this person or this didn't go so great. The vibes were immaculate. It's not to say that like everyone had a perfect time, but for the most part, this convention felt low drama. It felt like everyone was just glad to be there and see other people and say hi and introduce each other, and it was just really nice. Anyone that like I bumped into a few folks like in line for meetups, and then at this VTuber meetup, and everyone was just so sweet about it. There's no, I don't know. Anytime that I met someone, none of my interactions with other people were like, ew, okay, you know? It was just immaculate. It was a wonderful time. Right, so We go do that, and after a while, the convention center closes for the day, and I end up going out to dinner with, I think it was Avenil, Rat, and a few other fellow figures, Ratskare. And we went out to Benihana, and it was really nice. I forget how nice Benihana is. And the one in Vegas is exceptional because they have this waiting room that is extremely atmospheric. Like, they built it so the waiting room is like this outdoor night space with like a water feature going through it, and it's super pretty. Brings you over a bridge, and we were seated very quickly too. We just spent the evening just chatting away, and our hosts were so nice. I got a very blue beverage. So they have like one-person versions of like the share drinks. It's like, $40 for a drink for two. You get an entire friggin' fishbowl of blue, or you can get a smaller one for like 16. I think it was less than that, but it was super delicious. We had such a great time talking about. We were just talking about future conventions and what we're looking forward to in the week ahead, or even the highlights within the day. And did I get a shark attack? No, I don't think it was a shark attack. What was it called? Okay, Benihana drink menu. It was waiting for it. Signature cocktails. That was from 2020 though. Maybe they might have gotten rid of some of these since then. That might be a different Benihana also, now that I think about it. Please. Drink menu, that was more recent. Let me see if I can find it. Hot plates, mocktails, soft drinks, coffee, white wine, spirits, red wines. It was not a shark attack or a blue moon. It's something else. Oh gosh, it was, I mean, it's Vegas, so it might be exclusive to Vegas now that I think about it. Let's see. Las Vegas. But it was very good. It was very tropical. And, yeah, it was just delicious. So, we just caught it. I feel like I'm describing very little of what happened, but, it was just a very pleasant dinner to have. I wasn't stressed about going anywhere. I wasn't really sprinting around or worrying about getting one way to another. And as tired as my feet were, we could still get around and walk around pretty well. Oh, by the way, parking is a nightmare. No worries, GT40. It's so good. It was good to see you. Yeah, we bumped into GT40 over the weekend, and it was just so cool to see. Can we get some love in the chat for GT40? So for all of the walking around that we did, it was still a very doable night, and it was a brief meeting, but it was nice to see. Yeah. Oh gosh. Okay. Benihana, and then I don't think we did too much else that evening. Saturday's where it gets interesting. So Saturday morning, I went and got a ticket to meet Miss Matara Khan. For those of you who don't know, by the way, Matara Khan is both the newest talent with Bishoujo, and also I have done some music work with Miss Matara Khan. More specifically, okay, this is publicly known information. I've done the intro theme, that orchestral little bit that you hear with the timpani and such. The background music, sort of the piano, the sort of 90s almost elevator music, and a third original, from which those two stem. So I wanted to see Miss Matara Khan, and so we get in line when it comes time for the meetup, and actually Mirden got to see her first, which is totally cool. I go in and I get a picture with them and their models, and as I do, Matara goes, Is that Jess I see? Hello, honey. I forget that she knows me by name. It, you know, so she has her moment with Mirrodin, and then we get to talk, and she talked about, like, we talked as if we knew each other for years. And she's like, oh yeah, by the way, I need to send you this thing that I did vocally, and I wanna share it with you, see if it sounds like good, and like I want to make you proud. And I nearly started crying at that, because it's like, why is she trying to make me proud? What am I doing that where she gets the impression that I am anything less than completely stunned and in awe and supporting, just cheering her on for everything. So I had to tell her, you always make me proud. Imagine that, though. Like, she thinks that I would ever, like, not be proud of how far she's come, the things she's done, the things she's worked on and improved on. Just, it was mind-boggling to me. I wonder if I should, okay, I just had a weird idea. I feel like I should open Twitter, just, which is very seldom a good idea, but, maybe that will allow me to remember some of what happened. Because I am still running on very little sleep, but it allows me to sort of track the things that I might have posted about that I forgot. Hydrate, I should do that, definitely. Okay. Sippies. That was the day that I got in. That was the morning. That was the meetup. All right. Take care, GMR. Thank you so much for coming. Heard Twitch Rivals was good. I confessedly have no idea. Deep Light, hello. I had the time of my life at TwitchCon. And hello, Shannon. Good to see you. All right, I did the hydrate. Sina, yes, hello. A friend of a friend was in Twitch Rivals. Cardboard Cowboy. Ooh. Okay, so that was the meet up with Matara. And I started shaking through that because it's just like, oh my gosh. It's like I said earlier, I tend to put the streamers and VTubers that I watch on a pretty high pedestal. So to have that level of acknowledgement, not just like, oh yeah, we worked on a thing, but like, I guess I take anything like that, anything beyond what someone could do to be like courteous or respectful, anything beyond that, it's just, it blows me away. So, I was very honored to have that kind of interaction. The next, what's up, Shinan? Also gonna have a couple bites of soup in the meantime. There's some silly dances for free stuff in the, ooh! My nerd workmates were discussing initial arcade games today, is that right? How'd that go? A couple more bites. Do they? Okay. That's fantastic. Aww. By name, let's go. Aw, well, tell him hi for me. I mean, you don't have to do that. You actually don't have to, but like. Jeff, I love the top was the. Oh my gosh, what the heck? Aw. I may be a little biased here, but your workmates sound very sweet. Well, I'm gonna check my phone to see if I missed anything else. That was Benihana. Oh yeah. So after the I think it was before the MataraCon meetup, in fact. So that was when we met up with Mako again and spent some time just doing some things. Spending some just kind of floating around, just seeing how we can feel comfiest over the weekend. And that was the day that Mirrodin found it was a certain hot sauce. It was a Speedy's hot sauce by Will Neff, and it was delicious. It was just kind of sitting there with the other condiments, and I saw Mirrodin just like put a little bit on their food, and took a bite, and it was like, this is really good. So I tried a mystery hot sauce. Yeah, we took shots of it like directly. And it was delicious. It was really good. Hello. My brain just I am firing on so few cylinders right now. Thank y'all for your patience with me. Yeah, we took shots of the hot sauce and it was delicious. It's the kind of hot sauce where you could do a shot reasonably. Like, it wasn't super spicy, but it was enough to be like, oh, okay, yeah, it was hot, don't get me wrong, but it was very flavorful. I'm unpacking my stuff while I listen to stream. My sleep robe still smells like, aww. Always make a Bloody Mary with hot sauce. Ooh, okay. What was I on about? Right. So we get the hot sauce. We then make our way to Matara Khan's booth. That was amazing. After that, I think we were just kind of meandering the vendor hall for a little bit more. Sorry, the expo hall. And Sina and I find a spot with some nice lighting, and there are now many pictures of Sina Plumiel in various poses in that, oh my gosh, that outfit that you were wearing that day. Just, we are blessed to this day. My skin is clear, my crops are thriving. I still have the uncompressed version. Oh, I need to send you the uncompressed versions, I'm sorry. I think I just need to send them to you over like Discord or something, because like, I don't know. I'm not sure why they were so compressed when I sent them. Actually, if you have that folder that you were talking about, then I could put it up there as well. But there are lots of very lovely pictures of the hottest VTuber I know in various poses. And that was super good. Now, that was right before Mirrodin and I get in line for the Stream Elements meetup, which had Bao, Numi, Tricky, Yuzu, Cinder, and Vienna. Hello, Bowser. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I'll talk about the party in time. I'm going chronologically, silly. So we're in line. So they had it like the first 50 would go in, and then they lined up, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, and we had numbered chips. Mirrodin was like number 70, and I was number 71. So, I was the start of the next line right behind Mirrodin. So, we make our way in, and Mirrodin is up to the order, if I'm right, was Bao, like from right to left, it was Bao, Numi, Bao, Numi, Yuzu, Tricky, Cinder, Vienna. So, and we all went from right to left, collecting signatures, or some folks are taking selfies, that kind of thing. And I'm in line. I hope that it's okay for me to tell the story. It's nothing too scandalous, but I do worry about like, oh, this is too much to share. Numi sees me, and she goes, Odyssey! And she gets up and she gives me a hug, and she gets back. They were all in various like inflatable costumes, by the way. Bao was in a blueberry, Numi was in a cow suit. I think Vienna was in like a Bowser onesie. But so Numi in this inflatable cow costume comes over and gives me a hug, and that was a thing that happened, and I got a very lovely hug from Numi. Thank you for the head pats. I was not ready for that from Numi, but I certainly don't mind. I'm sorry. For those who don't know, by the way, one of my absolute favorite VTubers, bar none, is Numi. Is Akuma Nimone, or Numi VTuber. To have her. So here's the thing. I didn't expect her to recognize me by face. I don't think I even had my badge out. I don't even think I had my badge like visible in front of me. And I'm just very happy. So, I do get in line and, I talk to Bao and I ask how things are going, how our con is going, and, get her to sign my badge. And I get up to Numi and I got her to sign my copy of Perceive Me, which, that was the album that introduced me to her music. Now, don't get me wrong. I liked Numi's streams, but when I found out that she made music, that caught my interest. I mean, naturally, as a fellow musician, I'm like, oh, well, let's listen to it. I say this to people who conflate VTubers with idol culture, or with certain music having to be from VTubers sounding a certain way. Listen to Numi's albums, even if your amount of interest in VTubers is zero. I stand by it that Numi's music is incredible listening, is something to enjoy whenever you go. I actually have her unironically in like all kinds of... Numi just responded to my tweet. Sorry. Hello, Dancing Kitey. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well today. Sorry, the timing was just impeccable. I'm Di. Thank you forever. My brain is melt. Wait, what was the threat? Lena, it's good to see you. And I had an amazing time at TwitchCon. I'm talking a little bit about it now. So yeah, I have a lot of love. I have a lot of love for Numi's music. So getting her to sign the album was tremendous for me. The words are, no, Z, stop! You don't have to do that! Z's out here narking on me too, Numi. The song in the background, by the way, is Living Fast, Living Free by Dark Angels. Anyway, so I go through through the thing, and in that same line, Yuzu asks about my necklace and my nails, and just like, oh yeah, oh no, sorry, it was my makeup and my nails, and she I forget what happened. I think I ended up giving her my business card.
He's tenderizing the ground.
Of course.
Write that down. Her and Cinder asked about the makeup, and I got to talk about it's like, oh yeah, it's the ColourPop, the Sailor Moon collection. I don't think they have it out anymore, but it was really good. They called me pretty, and that's also I did not expect that from very, very pretty people. So that happened. Anyway, a little lower. There we go. Put that down. First Numi album that dropped while I was following her is Winter Bloom, and there's a lot of wonder. Yeah, okay. The thing is, Shinon, stop. You're too sweet. Got a physical copy back at WeebCon. Actually, as I got home, my copy of Run from the Sun arrived. So the next time, the next convention that I'm at with Numi, that's the one I'm gonna get signed. So there was that, and same arrived today. Have I heard of Lemon Demon? I have. I'm familiar. Ultimate Showdown, Ultimate Destiny, etc. Forgive the question has been asked, but did you catch up with Cotton? Yes, but I'll explain that later. That's a story for a little bit. So that was my life is improved. I will always be happy forever and ever. Aw, thank you. Aw. Y'all are so sweet. Latent, what are you doing? Latent, what are you doing? Did you just gift a sub to Numi? Well, thank you so much for gifting that sub to Numi. And Numi, please enjoy your emotes, your sub badge, being part of the Oddities community. Please, let's get some love in the chat for Numi. You did not have to do that. But yeah, so that little meetup was amazing, and that alone, I was ready for that to just be like the absolute highlight of my weekend, because like just they said hi, they called me pretty, they talked about my makeup, and my outfit and such, and it was just like, okay, yay. Okay, I'm sorry, one sec. I'm wearing something that's a little too warm for what it is right now. I have something that I can throw on that'll be a little bit less like sweat inducing. Something but funny hearing that from you, J Tiger. Are you sure you're not just protecting? Yeah? Bottom noises. You want to talk? That's it. I'll be right back. I need to wear something that's not making me sweat so absolutely much. I'm not even going to do the BRB screen because it's going to be like less than 30 seconds. All right, go. All right. This is on. Oh, this part better. Okay. It's not going to look good, but I'm not using the house space, so that's fine. Wait. And this on, and I am just about back. Okay. Sorry, missed that. I see some demonstrations. New 027. Oh no. Okay, I return. So that was Mirden with Giga. Yeah, so Mirden got to meet up with Giga, and that was a really fun meetup there. After that was so we're floating around the convention center, and so I'm riding this high. I'm riding this high from meeting some of my absolute favorite VTubers, and I go, you know what? I wonder if I should try to shoot my shot and see if I meet up with Cottontail. I get a message on Discord. It's from Cottontail. And it says, it's asking if we're gonna meet up. So, I don't think we were able to swing it. She was talking about meeting up on Sunday. Prepared to dodge some triangles. Nope. What's going on? I will say that I'll make sure that it's... Ah! Gosh! Thank you for the... Yep, it works. Thank you for the 1,000 bits. Can we get some love in the chat for Mako? You did not have to do that. Sweetheart, you were so sweet. Y'all, serious love in the chat for Mako for the 1,000 bits. Every bit helps. Every bit's appreciated. And that does put Mako on top of the leaderboard for bits. Did you think that was... Mako? Another 1,000 bits from Mako. Let's get serious love in the chat for you. Just, oh my gosh. It's not that they necessarily hurt too much, so much they're kind of pointy. Kilo bits, I see what you did there. Ultra combo. Basically, yeah, I'll take the red bats. And that does cement Mako's position on the leaderboard. Thank you for 600 more. All right. Flexing. Hey, and a 10K bits badge. Let's go. Yeah, give yourself some headbats. What was I on about? Right. So that was Mirden. Hey, 51 bits from Deflated Eagles. And thank you for the headbats. Dark Subaru. Okay, that was Mirden meeting another VTuber. That was a bunch of us hanging out on floor mats for a second. Yeah, we just kind of hung out for a second on the floor. Oop. Anyhow, that was basically some that I wanted to repay for all the makeup stuff. Oh, is it cool for me to talk about that? Those seem sharp. They are kind of sharp. That's the thing. Like, that's the only part that really hurts. Okay. So, on Saturday, so on Friday, I forgot to bring some things. So, Mako had approached me. He's like, hey, you know, we're heading to the con together. By the way, Mako asked if I could do her makeup in a particularly goth look. And those who don't know, actually, I think I need to get a hairpin on my model, on my 3D model more often. Something that I wanted when I was, you know, working, you know, sorting myself out was having someone do my makeup. And to be approached by Mako, aw, I'm glad that you liked it, Shinon. Mako wears it very well. All right, friend, I am streaming right now. I will get back to your phone call momentarily. Yeah, Mako was a stellar model for it, so it was easy to do. Do her makeup very well, and we went about the con with Mako rocking an absolutely stellar goth look, and I was just incredibly honored to be someone that you could trust with it. I mean, I meant to say I know who I need to learn. Oh, Shinon. Anytime, like just any kind of question or something like that, or if ever we're in the area, Shinon, I would be more than delighted to do your makeup. Yeah. So, you did not have to repay me for any of that, Mako. That was for you. That was for you to enjoy and love and thrive on. My repayment from that was getting to do your makeup. Like, please understand, I get something from that. I get that sense of like, I am someone that you trust with that. That's like, that is an honor for someone who's been in that position to be suddenly the one that is trusted with that, you know? To give you the kind of thing that I would have wanted a lot when I was, you know, sorting with that. As beautiful as you can without Photoshop or CGI. Shinon, after I'm done with you, they won't need Photoshop or CGI. You will be absolutely stunning, more so than usual. I digress. What was it on about? Right. So we floated around for a little bit. That was catching up. Right. So, later in the evening, one of Cena's friends wanted to get a bunch of us together to go out to one of Gordon Ramsay's restaurants, like the pub. There's like a pub in Caesar's Palace that, you know, serves beef Wellington and like pub fare. And it was amazing. Just every bite, every morsel. A lot of us got like 3-course meals or like got the beef Wellington. No, so Hell's Kitchen was across the street. Hell's Kitchen is also more of it's a wider cuisine. Whereas I think pub was, yeah, Gordon Ramsay. And I had a fantastic time just catching up with Cena, her friend, and I think it was Avenil, Mako, Sly, and myself. It's Roll! Yeah. What are you? An idiot sandwich. That's Vegas, baby. Yeah. I also heard that Hell's Kitchen is super expensive. So Hell's Kitchen is, but yes, there's a restaurant in Caesar's Palace as well. That's the one that we went to. We did not go to Hell's Kitchen. And it was great. It was delicious. It was actually surprisingly affordable. It's raw. Oh no. It's Watan XD woo. Oh gosh. Sorry. Lol random XD. Lol random Arar XD. Gordon Ramsay might need to exist. Delicious, fantastic conversation with friends. And after that, I was late to. I was a bit late to the Vishojo and Senpai Squad party later that night. So I got put together. Sina and I, got ourselves put together and ready. It was a little bit tricky dropping my stuff off from that day. Like, I'd gone through the artist alley and bought a few things for myself and some friends. And we ended up going back to Sina's just to drop my things off, charge my phone, and head out to the Vishojo party. Like the Vishojo and Senpai Squad party. So it was a night of fun music, but in terms of Vishojo presence, there was very little to speak of. I think one of the DJs played Waifu Jam by Iron Mouse, and that's kind of it. There were like 3 bartenders for way too many people in the area. There was no re-entry, so if you wanted food from the kitchen downstairs, you couldn't get it. There were just a few factors, and after a while, we all just kind of agreed that we weren't really feeling it. So we decided to go back to our rooms and sleep. I had fun jumping around and dancing, but I can have fun dancing in the fire of something burning down. What's the word? What am I trying to think of? I had fun, but I wouldn't say that it was a great party. That like Saturday night event. Sunday comes along. You remind me you were Conquerors. I'm honestly saying that's a mood. This is Monsters Ready, Shinon. Got style, go wild, come on little monsters, go. I'm gonna have a bite of soup. Yeah, $1.95. Apparently Avenel got super lost. I heard about that. I feel bad. I hope, it's my understanding that Avenel did get home safely eventually, but like walking around on foot in Vegas, not fun, not good. It's honestly amazing to see how good the tracking is on it. Yeah, honestly, Niji did a fantastic job, and I tightened a few settings in VC Face. So it's like, that went well. He's talking about it right now. He's playing GeoGuessr, so probably getting some practice to not get lost. Did I meet Cottontail? I do have a story on that. It's gonna take a little while to get to it, but I'll talk about meeting Cottontail briefly. So Sunday morning we wake up, and there's not much that we really have to do. We end up floating around the convention for a little bit, just kind of bounce around doing whatever. And the next day, so I really want to meet Cottontail that day, right? Actually, we are at that point. So Sunday was not super eventful in the beginning of the day. Avenil, Mirden, and I, and Sina and I were floating around the area for a good bit, and we're just kind of chilling, whatever. And I remembered that Cotton wanted to meet up, so I'm like, hey, I won't get into the details too much. So long story short, Cotton and I struggled to catch up towards the later end of the convention time that day, which is fine. That happens. Turns out, apparently, she was walking around the con and meeting up with people so much that her feet were starting to hurt. So she's like, I'm sorry, I gotta pop out. She's like, I'm so sorry, I wanted to meet you. Will you be at the party tonight? I didn't know that she was going to that. And I let her know, yes, I'll be at that party. And that was that. We ended up kind of lounging around on those like beanbag chairs in that hallway area. It was Sina, myself, Avenil, Sly. Sina, I think, I'm sorry, I keep forgetting your friend's name. I feel so bad. And we just relaxed. We just vibed for like an hour? Felt like an hour. It was amazing. It was just what we needed. Hello, Persa. So we say our goodbyes. We make our ways back. By the way, that morning I had moved from the hotel room that I was sharing with Mirrodin and their parents to my own little spot, which is actually closer to the convention center. I didn't realize that. So we say our goodbyes. We make our ways back, and I get to my hotel room, and I start getting ready for that party that I was invited to on Thursday afternoon. So I throw myself together in this lace red dress and some black heels and some jewelry. And I get myself put together. I have this surreal moment of like, this is not just me going around to meet my favorites anymore. I'm about to meet like movers and shakers in the industry. And I start getting like scared. I start worrying like, oh my gosh, I'm not gonna, I'm gonna struggle. I'm gonna not do well with this. I'm gonna like seize up if I try to meet some of my favorites. But nevertheless, I pull myself back together. I'm like, okay, whatever way this goes, I've got my introduction rehearsed. I've got my pitch ready, so to speak. I've got business cards or whatever. I've got mints in my purse. And I hop out of the hotel and I take a $20 Uber, God help me, to the venue. I get lost a little bit because, these things are labyrinthine and sprawling, but I finally managed to get to the area where we're all supposed to go, up to this very nice little club area, up on the top of one of the casinos just outside of the main strip. And I get in line, and I have my little membership thing ready. It's just like the little QR code. And she's going, okay, QR code and ID. The lady, there's a lady up front with an iPad. Like, okay, QR code and ID. And she's scanning the QR codes, checking the ID, scanning the QR code, checking the ID. Hello, Fuyumi, good to see you. And then she gets to me and she scans the QR code and puts her hand out. Hi, I'm Panini. It's a pleasure to meet you. Who, if I'm not mistaken, is Matara's manager. So the first person that I met, and I'm not even up at the event, is Matara Khan's manager. Hello, Sly. Good to see you. How are you? Hope your trip back was safe and peaceful. But that was a very surreal moment. So I'm like, thank you so much for the invite and for considering me to be here. And I start following the crowd into the lobby. So there's these streamers that I don't recognize, and Sea-Dog VA. And he goes to get the door and he's like, which floor are we looking for? His voice is so shot that I've been there where my voice is like completely destroyed. So we all hop into the elevator and, he pushes the button. I'm like, would you like a cough drop? And he goes, actually, yeah, I think I could use a lozenge too. So we get it to the top of the elevator and I pull out a couple of Ludens and another one. I'm like, are you okay with Ludens? He's like, I'm not familiar. I'm like, oh, they're not mentholated, so they just kind of, it's a little bit better with pitch control. He's like, well, that actually sounds pretty good. So I got to give Sea-Dog cough drops. And we all get up to the top, and there's a little podium, and there's a bunch of name tag stuff. And, I go up and I write my name. I do like Jessa, Odyssey, Urbeat. And I'm putting on, I see someone already approaching. This lady who is a little bit taller than I am, walks up to me and just immediately pulls me in for a hug. Hello, darling. You look amazing. It was Cotton. She was so incredible. We'll go with 5'3". We'll go with 5'4". No, 6'9". 6'9". 6'9". 6'9". And she was just so sweet. She just immediately gave me a hug. She started complimenting how I looked, my outfit, my necklace. She asked about that. Cotton is this lovely in person. Cotton is incredibly sweet in person. like, I understand that obviously I have my inherent bias, and, I'm going to, anyone that, that walks up and says hi, I'm going to be, oh, they're fantastic. Cotton was exceptionally sweet. We started talking about makeup and such, and, like, we talked about wanting Chibi to be there, but also, like, I don't think large parties, vibe with everybody. So, apparently, like, Cotton was trying to catch up with Chibi for a bit that weekend. It just didn't end up. I forgot about meeting with Chibi. I'm sorry. So, rewind. Saturday we got to bump into Chibi. I think she was there with a few of her mods and nags. I just go over and I'm like, oh, excuse me. And then she sees me, and then we gave each other a great big hug. We talked about each other's dresses. We talked about where we got our shoes, like our shoes from. We talked about she shared. There was a friend with her that didn't, she was introducing me to, and on SoundCloud, she asked me to pull up the thing. Naya, hello, darling. Good to see you. Y'all, can we get some love in the chat for the one, the only Naya? How are you? How are you, baby? I hope you're doing very well. Why are you crying though? What's that face for? You love me? I love you too. Always, always, always. Absolutely love you, Naya. So, Chibi. Sorry, the meetup with Cotton at that party reminded me that I did, in fact, get to bump into Chibidoki the day before. So, we talked about that a little bit. She was just having lunch with her friends, like her mods, her friends, and Nags was there too. I would have said hi to Nags. I just didn't really have, have much to say. But we caught up for a bit. I asked if she was still going to be at the con. I think at that time she had planned to come back, but I think she just wasn't really feeling it the next day. Which happens. Sometimes you're just like, I cannot. Hello, Itzuzan. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well today. Why does it not let me do both hands? There we go. Fast forward back to Sunday night at the big party. Cotton and I were talking for a little bit about, we wish Chibi was here. Oh, she's so sweet, she's so good. Daryl Barnes comes over and gives me a hug, and then she just starts talking to Cottontail. Apparently they hadn't met before, so now it was just amazing to watch Daryl and Cottontail just talking as if they knew each other for years. It was just that kind of comfortable. And after a while, we all agreed to head out to the balcony, where there's a beautiful view of just overlaying Las Vegas and the Strip and the other casinos. It's heckin' windy out there, but it's also just beautiful. I get out, all the drinks are free, by the way. So we hop in, and I get a vodka cranberry because I don't know what to start with. I feel like starting classy just because that kind of thing. Oh my gosh, Naya, it was the weekend of my life. I thought that last year was great. This year blew it out of the water. Only held back by virtue of it being in Las Vegas, which perpetually reeks of cigarettes, and everything is expensive. But it was otherwise just amazing. So that evening, I was ready to be introverted but professional. That evening, I floated around that party, the biggest social butterfly I've ever seen. I made a point to float around and meet up with people, and it was incredible. I didn't think I had it in me, but suddenly I just didn't feel as intimidated. I remember, there was meeting Cotton, seeing Daryl again. I got to see Camila and a few folks from V&U. I got to meet Hackerling and Rubber Ross. And Ross was talking about, I think, like a fear of heights, and how like Tokyo Tower is apparently a great big get bent until you break for people that have a fear of heights. And oh my gosh, just the entire night. I don't remember too super much because, well, I had a lot of social lube, so to speak. But I remember meeting up with folks from Novel Horizon, Stream Elements. I bumped into Simple Flips. Just chilling there. I remember walking by, it's like, oh, wait. I just so many people that I just never thought would happen. See if you and Cotton got to hang out and be in confidence. Yeah, honestly, like, Cotton was just so incredibly sweet. That entire time, just like, I don't have a lot of words for it. That level of like, of welcome from her, especially when I did not know what to expect, was much needed. And it was exactly like, I don't think I would have been as confident if she hadn't been so wonderful with that greeting. Don't get me wrong, it's not like it was necessary, like required. Quite the opposite. Thank you. I met all kinds of people. I met like, so I met Yuzu and I bumped into Tricky. I got to see Numi in person. We got to hang out a little bit. We talked about music and such. I vaguely remember like we had a fight over like your music's better. No, your music's better. I think it was at that point that I like no. Listen, you're Numi VTuber. You reached. You're doing something amazing. I'm just here. Yeah, I got to meet her. And I remember after like 4 hours of floating around and free drinks and meeting so many people, the end of the night, it was Daryl and I meeting with Cinder, and I think it was just us like gushing about her voice and that we love her music and that she's doing very well and we want to see her succeed. And we both look at each other and it's like, we should like work on a thing. That was between Daryl and I. I'm not sure, like, that's not like, apparently we've been like dancing around the idea of working together, but oh my gosh, Daryl, baby, darling, precious, gorgeous. Let's make something happen, babe. All right. God, Daryl was so pretty that night too. Oh my gosh. Plus overstimulation. So here's the thing. And with regards to Las Vegas, that party was one of the least stimulating things that I had been around because there weren't slot machines up there in the club. There weren't super bright lights everywhere. And there were moments of like stillness, of chill, of rest and relaxation. But on the same token, it got a little loud indoors. But just everyone that I met. I got to bump into Mousy for a little bit. I didn't get to really talk about too super much. That was totally fine by me. Like, she had a lot of people around her anyway that day. Just that was one of the last things for that evening. It was Daryl, Cinder, and myself just kind of hanging out for a bit, and they start going, all right, it's over. Now up on out. I think towards the end of that night, I ended up bumping into someone. There was this pretty tall gentleman, and I looked down, and on the badge it says Porcelain Maid. I was like, oh, I recognize you. Pleasure to meet you. And just like, we ended up seeing each other again, like waiting for our Ubers and Lyfts and such. But at that point, I was so socialized out that I was just like, I'm ready. Yeah, Joel. But he was kind. He was like, oh yeah, how's your night going? There wasn't really much to it. At that point, I was pretty tired. Several drinks in, I had to wake up the next morning. I think it was kind of good timing for them to kick everyone out because I'm like, I'm ready for bed. I'm ready for sleep. The only bad thing about that party, as far as I'm concerned, was the next morning because I forgot to have dinner. And I forgot to have a lot of water before I went in. So, some of what I drank in Las Vegas stayed in Vegas. I forgot that I'm not in my 20s anymore. I can't drink like that. And so that was a slightly rough morning, but very worth it. Honestly, would do again.
No.
Past a particularly rough start to the morning, it was actually, listen, given the chance, I'd actually do it again. super worth it. Every drink I had was delicious. Every moment that I spent up there was just a delight. Everyone that I met there was having a fantastic time. I met up with one that had like Stream Elements, and we just chatted about. Let's see. I think with Stream Elements we talked about just like general passion in the industry, and then with Novel Horizons we talked about just like they shared about just taking care of other people before business. Like, forget about like worrying too much about, is this gonna do this, that? It's like, no, be good to people. I think they had helped like take someone else's booth down after TwitchCon, and apparently they made quite an impression. I don't know, I was very impressed with the folks that I met in terms of their integrity. But yeah, it was just a magical night. And of any way to end that weekend, I didn't think that it could get any better until I attended that party, because it was just it was the kind of night that if I thought about the way it actually happened, as if I had imagined that first, I would have been like, all right, calm down. This is not your animes. This is not your, it's not gonna be that good. Lower your expectations, Jessa. It was absolutely that good. Everyone was so kind, so welcoming, so sweet, so freaking pretty. Where are they passing out all the pretty? How do I get that? Just where is it? Why were they all like model beautiful? Listen, anyone that is saying stuff like VTubers hide behind an avatar because they're ugly, they don't know any VTubers. They've never met a VTuber. They never have. Because if they met any of the ones that I met that night, pretty sure you included in Cottontail's tweet about everyone being hot. Nope. My head. What? Do you have a bunny outfit coming your way? Don't you? I do. That'll let me feel adorable. Have I seen myself? Are you all rizzing me up, chat? That said, okay. Wait. Oh yeah, Shinanya, I know what you're talking about. So, this weekend was very restorative for me because, I spent a lot of my career under the assumption that what I do, this is the way that I used to think. I spent a lot of time thinking that, like, anytime soon, it's all gonna be over. Anytime soon, I am going to lose what I have. That, people aren't gonna care about Nightcore Italo Disco by someone whose best song is someone else's remix of it. That, at some point the this Eurobeat thing isn't gonna go anywhere would win. And that people wouldn't really care. And that what I had to offer was not substantial. But this weekend, I'm gonna pause it for a second because I'm trying to choose my words carefully. This weekend was a very strong reminder. Not a reminder, like I guess an alerting to the fact that a lot of what I thought in that regard was simply not true. And I was very honored to be proven very wrong. I did not expect the kind of impact that I've apparently had on a lot of the creators that I look up to and admire. It's still surreal to me, but I'm starting to embrace the fact that perhaps, well, not even perhaps, that maybe I am doing something right, that the work that me and my team are all doing is needed and wonderful, and that perhaps I do look okay, and that the music does have a reach beyond what I expect. And when Cottontail and Numi and Tricky and Yuzu and all these people that are so freaking pretty call me pretty, and when musicians and talents call my work good, maybe I'm doing something right. Whatever the case was, this entire weekend bolstered me in a way that I did not expect. I'm sorry. I'll put the music back when I'm done with my words here. I did tweet about it. I tweeted some long flowery words about it on Twitter, but Shannon, aw. Can we get some love in the chat for Shannon gifting 5 subs to Jasmine, Marcy Strings, Boschfire, Abatis Ripper, and Surgical GMR. Thank you so much for that. The words are failing me right now. What was I on about? It was extremely validating in every possible way. It was as if someone turned the saturation up. Like I was at like half saturation and it went all the way up to just full tilt. If ever confirmation was needed that I'm doing the right thing, that the music that I make, the streams that I've been doing, the people that I'm apparently reaching are the ones that I want around me, this was it. I was grateful on the way in, and I am extremely grateful on the way out. Of TwitchCon. I want to feel that way again, but even just to have experienced that once was incredible. And to anyone who gave me a hug, who said hi, who shook my hand, who accepted one of my crummy one of my crummy business cards, it doesn't even have my avatar on it. Thank you. You made a bright weekend all the brighter. I was thinking about all that on my way back from Vegas. I don't know. I didn't think that it would be this good. I'm gonna put the music back. It was just a very extremely validating weekend. I never expected it would be so beautiful. I'm not entirely sure what to do with it, but it's a very happy feeling. And I'm not ready to cry. I'm just like, I'm struggling to think of the words. Oh, wait. Oh, Jasmine, gifting 5 subs in the chat to Abridged Man, Avos Prime, Eastwind, KJ Styles, and Airplane. Grease and love in the chat for Jasmine. Thank you so much. Back. There's 100 bits. Ow. Choo-choo. But yeah, that was my weekend. I had an amazing time getting in. I met all kinds of wonderful people. I got to spend time with my friends. Sounds like it's time to talk to your Oshis more. Honestly, apparently, a lot of that fear that I had to even talk to them, or like, why am I wasting their time, is gone. I'm okay with the space I occupy now. I'm not proud that it took the validation of my Oshis, so to speak, but I felt welcomed. I felt appreciated. Like my place was with them, not below them hierarchically. I was just really grateful for that. There's actually a quote that John Silver says in the Treasure Planet movie: "You got the makings of greatness in you, but you got to take the helm and chart your own course. Stick to it no matter the squalls. And when the time comes, you'll get the chance to really test the cut of your sails and show what you're made of. And, well, I hope you're there. I hope I'm there, catching some of the light coming off you that day." that is beautiful. What the heck? That's a really beautiful line. That's what you think. Aw, thank you. I guess just I'm honored and relieved that the work that I've done in the last decade is still relevant to people, because like it'd be easy for the stuff that I did 10 years ago, 12 years ago, 16 years ago, just be kind of written off. It's like, all right, yeah, whatever. But it hasn't. And this could have gone so many other ways. This could have gone a lot of other directions. Like, people can be like, oh, that one musician from like 10 years ago, they can't, they're not doing anything. I'm honored that it still has that weight. And it could have been that people were like, nah, she's done, whatever. Or, oh, she's a VTuber, gross. But no one did. Everyone's been amazing about it. And I'm grateful that things have turned out as beautiful as they did. That said, somewhere other than Vegas next year, please. Somewhere other than Vegas. Just somewhere that doesn't reek of cigarettes and getting around is easier and the parking is fine and the drivers aren't dead set on killing you. Australia. Honestly, Australia would be kind of neat. That'd be kind of cool. Would I prefer Florida? No. So not America. Well, you gotta take some of the good with the bad, I'm necessarily located here. But yeah, nah. I'd rather it be back in Vegas than in Florida. For reasons that I won't get into today. Vegas driving sim. Objective, survive. But yeah, I feel like that's a pretty general overview of my time in Vegas at TwitchCon. Any questions, comments, like what y'all thinking about? I'm gonna have a couple of bites of soup. Still warm, good. Yeah, no, Florida. I would not be safe in Florida in a way that I was in Vegas. So collabs when? Collabs will happen naturally on their own time. That said, I would say the odds of some amazing collabs in the near future are non-zero. I'd even go so far as to say a project similar in scope to what I have with Matara Khan is not far off the horizon. Keep your eyes peeled. Next up, Austin. I actually really like Austin, Texas. I would be super down for Austin. That'd be super fun. That'd be a great place for TwitchCon next year. Apparently there was a year that it was back in San Jose. I don't think it'll ever happen again because it's violently expensive here. But walkability is a little bit better, and Lyft and Uber prices are a little bit better. I don't know. I'd be down for TwitchCon San Jose 2, the Squeakle. Yeah. And have another couple bites. I will say, Celine, apparently WeebCon was also quite safe. And I don't think WeebCon was in Austin, but it is there. But yeah, I'd be down for Austin, Texas. And I don't know. I didn't have a bad time in Vegas. I had a good time in Vegas. And if it is back there, I'll still go, like, I don't think it's the worst place that it could be, but there were some things about it that I did not care for. It's definitely the kind of place where once you hear that it's happening, you need to be able to jump on it, and I was not in a place to jump on it, so I had to make compromises in ways that made things a little but yeah, oh my gosh, I still had such an amazing time. I still had such a beautiful time. Was in Grapevine, was there, but so boy, aw. I hope that the time that you can attend a convention as your true self is. Oh, that was another thing. Okay, so the last time that I had been in Las Vegas was before I'd come out. The last time that I was in Vegas was for. So I had been to Las Vegas 3 times prior. It was once for Las Pegasus Unicon, which famously exploded. There was CES when I went one year with the company that I was with at the time, and I basically just spent time at the Venetian, and that was amazing. And then after that was, well, metaphorically, the convention went under midway through because it was run extremely poorly. That was one of the times that the 2 competing Brony radio stations got together to save the musicians, and brought us all up to sleep in their shared suites because we all lost our rooms provided by the convention. But that's another story. And then the last time was High Roller PonyCon, which was a fantastic time, but it was also it was a moment where I had towards the end of the weekend, I had a bout of dysphoria so intense that I literally could not move. It's very rare that I have something that goes from mental to physical that intensely, and that was one such. So to go from the previous time having been there, painfully dysphoric, literally unable to move, to thriving, to wearing my favorite things, to feeling confident about myself, from believing myself to be a nervous and lacking man to a confident and thriving woman. That meant the world to me. Like, every little thing just felt so much better. And I was very validated and delighted with it all. And I don't know. I was just very happy to do all that. Even if Vegas itself has some issues, it was just very wonderful proof that I'm not just doing what I want to do and meeting the kind of people that I want to meet, but being the kind of person I want to be. Yeah, I'm rambling now. We only have. Okay, so I'm gonna still end the stream a little bit like at the usual time, so it will be a shorter stream. But I've still got about 15 minutes for questions, comments, remarks, redemptions. Tonight, a lot of my D&D friends have been so patient with me. They've been waiting for weeks to get another game in, and tonight I'll be going over not long after stream to play the next round with them, and I missed hanging out with them too. Some socializing will help me stave off the PCD as well. But yeah, what's on your minds? What's on your hearts?
Wasting my time.
Right now. I'm gonna have some soup while any questions or comments. All right. Yeah, there are a couple of projects that are in the wings that I'm pretty excited about. Some are collabs, some are originals. Oh, by the way, some of you might have seen it, but this Friday, Blue, did you have to? Did you really have to? Very well. This is for you, Blue. Yeah. Anyway, well. Oh, Aaron. Okay, that's something that I can do a little bit better. Okay. Let me pop back up real quick. We go right about there. There. All right. Aaron, this one's for you, baby. Are you ready? Ara ara, iko da ne. Not my best delivery, but I feel like I'm starting to get some of the sweetness in it back that I had lost pretty recently. But yeah. When I'm streaming it, well, yeah, I posted about it on Discord, and I actually posted the schedule just about everywhere today. Yeah. So you're gonna kill me with that? Oh, don't die. Just go a little red and blushy for a minute. That's all. Besides, that's not even the wildest I can get with it, babe. You know. Gotta hop out. Have a lovely rest of stream. Jesse, thank you so much for popping in. I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah. All right. We got about 10 more minutes. Let me see who's streaming today. I know. Avanil is streaming. Where's Mom? Okay. Who is streaming? Oh, by the way, now that I'm seeing it, I may have acquired a copy of a certain fruit stacking game. And pretty stoked on that. Pretty happy about it. Oh, I've been DM'd. Okay. Oh, yeah, let me, hold on. Let me check. So not this week, but eventually I do want to stream Funny Fruit Game, which I'm not very good at, but it'll be fun. It'll be neat. Ixie, you're so right. Okay, yeah, I know who we're raiding after this. Yep. Okay, yeah, I know where we're going immediately after this. Yup. Okay, not yet, but in a few minutes. Yeah, so any last questions, comments, remarks, redemptions? What's on your mind? What's on your hearts? Did you miss me? Chat, you can be real with me. Did you miss me? Did you miss hanging out with me? Because I missed you. I miss spending time with you. As fun as Vegas was, I did miss spending time with chat, spending time with my friends that were not at the con. Spending time celebrating Twitch made me very glad that I had y'all, and I'm very glad to be back with you. Aw, Vera. Well, I'm back. I'm right here, baby. Do what you gotta do. If you had to decide to guess at a Texas con, where would your top 3 locations be? Austin, Houston, and Dallas. Say I played D&D. Yes, my character is a, oh gosh, what's the phrasing? An enchantress. What's the name? I don't think that's the actual class. Aw, Mako. I thought I was lurking for a bit because I was doing a test on the Iliad and I gotta do the Odyssey next. Okay. I see what you did there. I see what you're doing. You know what? I think we're ready. So, my friends, tonight we're going to raid Arkines, a beloved member of the Oddities community and one of the moderators. And Arkines is having his VTuber debut today. So, can we get some extra Audi raid energy in chat today? Let's get that ready. Pixie, you are a blessing, and I am so glad you are here. Thank you. All right, let's go raid Arkines. I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for hearing me out about TwitchCon. I had an amazing time, and now I'm more excited than ever to be back. Let's get to it. All right. And with that, I must say to you now, thank you so much for coming. I will see you tomorrow. Let's go to see. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.